Alright guys, technically third video for the day. Newly released struck notes implicate Obama and Biden directly, ordering sham Flynn investigation. Bum bum bum. Bad Obama. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they come for you? Bad Obama, bad Obama. The Justice Department released Peter Strzok's notes from the 1st of the 4th, 2017 regarding the Flynn Klasiak calls. Last month it was revealed that 2020 Democrat president candidate Joe Biden was in a January 5th, 2017 Oval Office meeting discussing General Flynn's phone calls with the Russian ambassador Kaskilov with Obama, Yates, Comey, Rice, and Brennan. Now we know that Obama and Biden were directly involved in the sham Flynn investigation. Strzok's recently released notes suggested a secret meeting before the January 5th that was the reason for Flynn's investigation was not closed. So before January 5th was the reason the Flynn investigation was not closed. Okay. Strzok's note shows the Vice President, or then Vice President, Joe Biden wanted to invoke the Logan Act against General Mike Flynn. Strzok also noted that Obama directly ordered an investigation into Flynn, saying, "Have the right people on the case." Oof. What do you mean by the right people there, Obama? That's getting a little spicy. Does he mean passively have the right person on the case that might be sympathetic to their cause so they can stack the investigation against it, maybe? The FBI Director James Comey said the calls between Flynn and Klasiak appear legit, but they went ahead with the hit job against Flynn. Strzok's notes, believed to be of January 4th, 2017, reveal the former Vice President Obama, James Comey, Sally Yates, Joe Biden, and apparently Susan Rice discussed this transcript of Flynn's calls and how to proceed against him. Mr. Obama himself directed the right people investigate General Flynn. So, Peter Strzok notes from the 1st of the 4th, 2017, discussion among Obama, Comey, Yates, Biden, and Rice. Biden, Logan Act. Obama, have the right people on the Flynn case. Comey, the Flynn Klasiak call appears legit. And we do have that. Alright, Donald Trump Jr. said Biden and Obama tried subverting democracy. I would say that's probably actually illegal. That's actually probably accurate. Peaceful transition of power to destroy him and compromise the Trump administration. We actually have the note here. So, Flynn, Klasiak call, but appears legit. P, which I'm guessing is president. Make sure you have a look at the thing and have the right people on it. P is something, anything I shouldn't be feeling frustration team. Oh, transition. Okay. Is there anything I shouldn't be feeling transition team? Maybe. Wow, he should be a doctor. Vice President, VP, maybe. Logan Act. President, these are unusual times. VP, I've been on the something culture for 10 years and I never. Make sure you look at things, have the right people on it. Yeah, there it is there. Joe Biden caught red-handed setting up Flynn, suggested using the Logan Act. Comey says Flynn appears legit, blah, blah, blah. Right, now obviously Larry Johnson, President Obama and Vice President Biden directly involved in coup to stop Trump. When it comes to Michael Flynn case, the media among the vast swaths of the polite public are likely silly dogs that chase a shiny object or a phantom squirrel. The latest development is that the District of Columbia Court Appeals ruled 2-1 to order crooked judge Emmett Silverson to accede to the Department of Justice request to drop the case against Flynn. Yeah, well, after what we read today, I'm not surprised. While this ruling merits the attention, the real news is that we now have documented evidence that President Obama and Vice President Biden were involved directly and personally in orchestrating the entrapment and prosecution of Flynn. And this is probably why we have seen today that Flynn has been acquitted. I believe he was acquitted. So we have this. So appeals court judge has okay. Really? You're going to do this to me? There. Appeals court judge orders judge to dismiss Flynn case. So the ruling was the latest episode of the long-winded Flynn saga. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia on Wednesday ordered that federal judge dismiss the case against President Donald Trump's former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, exiting his long court battle and freeing him of the prospect of a prison sentence. By a 2-1 vote, 3-judge panel said the district court judge Emmett Silverson had no choice but to grant the Justice Department motion to drop the case against Flynn. We also have this part here as well. Michael Flynn wins. District DC Circuit orders case dismissed. So a very happy Michael Flynn, who, for the most part, hasn't done actually anything wrong. So, and the scary thing about this, the reason why people are like, oh, why do you care about this so much? This is a guy who is a hero among the military. He is a guy who's a hero amongst the government, right? Most people see this guy as a bit of a hero. He's not done anything wrong. He's served his country with dignity and whatever it may be, and they have done this to him. What do you think they would do to you or me? If this is how they treat one of their upstanding government officials, what do you think they would do to you or me? If they're willing to go to these lengths to try and get him locked up in jail for life or whatever it was, what do you think they're willing to do for you? Ask not what your country does for Flynn, but ask what your country will do for you, is basically the new quote that it should be. Because at the end of the day, this is scary. This is a government, a tyrannical government, a previous administration who went through and investigated someone and tried to get someone committed to jail for God knows how many years, because at the end of the day, they don't like him. They don't like what he stood for. They don't like the fact that Trump won the election. They had a hissy fit. Makes you wonder what the Democrats... And look, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure Bush, back in his heyday, has probably done similar stuff like this. It's deep state. This is the deep waters of the deep state. This is what they do. They set people up because they want to slot in their person. I'd love to know who was the National Security Advisor after this guy? Because I imagine he was a puppet of the deep state. He could bring him back too. That's actually an interesting article. I'll have a look at that in a sec. So who is the current food to? Okay, is this guy? Assistant to the President for the National Security Affairs. Now I want to know the National Security Advisor for the United States. Robert O'Brien. I'm not sure if that's the guy. No, it's this guy by the looks. Looks like they've gone through a series of them. Oh, Bolton. Oh, okay. Yeah, case dismissed. Alright, yeah. But there's a shock for you. So they went through and got rid of Flynn. Went through a whole bunch of them by the looks of it. Masters was in there. Bolton was in there. I don't know who this Keith Kellogg guy was. But, like... yeah. So, basically, they wanted Flynn out of the way so they could stop their own person in, right? That's how it basically works. Yeah. Get rid of Flynn, and then they could slide in Masters or Bolton or whoever Deep State wants to go through, and so they can declare war on every country and make the money for the military-industrial complex. Imagine my shock. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. To be honest, I'm glad Flynn is free. I'm glad he is actually been released, or he has his case has been dismissed. Apparently Trump says he could bring back fired ex-National Security Advisor Flynn. US Trump said Tuesday that he would consider bringing fired National Advisor and a key figure into the probe into Russian interference in 2016 back in his administration. Do it. Please do it. Because I tell you now, if you guys ever want to see someone rip the deep state a new a-hole, it's someone that's gone and been done over by them. If Trump appoints Flynn the new National Security Advisor, the deep state would be in a serious problem because they have spent the past so many years trying to ruin this guy's life. And now, if Trump appoints him, he would... oh boy. It makes me giddy thinking about it. Please, Trump, do it. I want to see Trump go to war with the deep state in his final 4 years. That's what I want this to be. The final 4 years of Trump. Deep state versus Trump. Deep state versus alternative media. Legacy media versus alternative media. Let's get this done. Let's get this on. Let's kick some legacy media's butt. Let's kick some deep state's butt. Because I tell you, now at the end of the day, my time in Australia is probably very limited. And the one place that I would love to retire, and by retire I mean live out the rest of my life, would be in some country like Texas over in the USA. So I have a vested interest in making you guys great again. Because at the end of the day, my own country is falling apart. But I should actually do stories on my own country sometimes, because Victoria is in a world of problems. But do it, Trump. Do it. If you guys want to see someone take a flamethrower to the deep state, it's anybody that has just spent the past 3 years getting done over by them. They have bent him over and done him up the butt so many times without lube, and now he has the chance to return the favor. I imagine he would relish the thought. I want to see Flynn in the White House as the new National Security Advisor. Please do it. I'd love to see that. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think Biden? Do you think at the end of the day Flynn would? Do you think he would be more conscientious? Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.